Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club live on KEXP. That song Echo from the new album Wrong Creatures came out just over a month ago. That was dreamy, as promised.
That's what they said.
How about another one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
Try. I need a slight.
Tonight, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club are playing at the Showbox here in Seattle and heading down to Oakland, the Fox Theater, on Wednesday. Is that tomorrow?
And they have not slept for 3 days.
I know you. It seems kind of early. You would just
psychedelic trap inside of our minds. Multiple colored psychedelic neon blue dots.
we do it.
None
We
of this
can.
is real. It's all an illusion. A projection of yourself. There is no such thing as reality, and you are the imagination of yourself. This song is called Haunt. Take yourself apart from me, down into a flame. You're everything one could keep. You're one with every face, wrapping like a scarecrow's wings. You unwind. I'm thrown to a seamless wave, and it's written on the sea of love. But it's all I can leave you, babe, 'cause the words are yours. I just keep playing that restless heart. Nothing I can change. Sworn I was still breathing you, like a metal in your jaw. Trying not to melt away, beginning to unfold. Dead flagship of fools, you command. I'm trying not to wither away, and I'm wondering if you'll feel the grace. But I'm trying to unlove this world, but it has no other place. I just keep playing that empty hands. Nothing I can change. buried every living thing deeper than the ground.
Another beautiful song from the new Black Rebel Motorcycle Club album, Wrong Creatures. Thank you again so much for coming in today. It sounds fantastic to hear these new songs live.
Thank you very much again.
Thanks for having us.
Last time you were here was back in 2013 when Spectre at the Feast came out, and you were in our old studios and you set up...
Was it the perfect moment to spit all that water out right when you said that? Oh, what? Okay, were we really here?
Yeah, well, it was not on this exact spot, but
Different,
about a half mile away. And
Okay, thank you.
a smaller room, you set up the full electric sound. And I was reminiscing on that session with our engineer, Kevin Suggs, this morning. And he's like, it was a menagerie of amps. I think you brought like 6 amps to that session.
Oh, yeah, there's 4. I just used 4.
2 for show.
No, none of them are for show. They're all on at the same time.
They're all, all for the money, but not for the show.
But yeah, we had them. Were they in the hallway, or were they? Some of them were in a hallway, some were in a room. I forget how that was done, but yeah, we managed to fit it all.
Well, I love hearing the songs in both, loud and layered and electric and this beautiful acoustic format. I know that you do this quite often. I've seen you play acoustic from time to time, and it makes me curious to know if this is the way that the songs start. I recall that you write collaboratively and that songs kick around for a while, but how do they generally, find their birth?
Oh, big babies. Well, this album is the hardest one to figure out how to play it like skinny and stripped down. So thank you for making our lives more difficult, because this is not the way this album started at all. I think it was the first time the whole band, we were just all turned up and fully electric and playing around in that world. But in the past, we've done a lot more kind of stuff you work on for a few years. That's like a acoustic thing. You bring it in and you'll mess it up a few times trying to play it as a band, and then you'll figure out some way to do it, or just strip it down and stick to it like that. So
do they kind of come out of jam sessions?
This album more so than past ones, yeah. Which makes these acoustic things more nerve-wracking, because we have never... Yeah, this is like the first time we've heard Echo and Haunt in the last couple of months. Learning, it is this... It can be that simple, too. We got used to it. Loud and proud, though, just for years. Yeah.
It sounds so beautiful. I couldn't tell it was the first time you were doing it like this. And I love the
first time, in the last couple of months when we were told we have to...
Yeah, since we started touring, it's maybe the 3rd time acoustically, yeah.
Have these songs been kicking around for a while? I know that you tour a ton. It's been a while since the last record of these songs. Have you been working on them since then?
Yeah, a few of them. Echo, that had been around, I think I started at Beat the Devil, version of that.
Yeah.
And Little Thing started maybe even further back, or a little bit around that time. Spook, that was kind of that was off the last record, but that was
a couple, All Rise and Spook. We're kind of supposed to be for the Spectre at the Feast album, and we got halfway there, and we couldn't. Sometimes you don't know how to finish what you start.
And they come back to haunt you, no pun intended.
Or spook you out, yeah.
Robert and Peter, you have been friends for a very long time, the band running on close to 20 years now, but your friendship going back farther, and Leah has been with the band now for almost a decade, so you clearly know each other well. You've spent so much time together. Is there some sort of little magical potion or formula to the great chemistry that you have as a band, and the longevity and hopefully many more years to come?
Hide all the knives, plastic plastic forks and spoons.
I don't.
No, it's I guess it's like, yeah, it is like getting married really young, like to be like bands when you, yeah, it has a very similar thing, and the songs kind of are like your kids that you're trying to help raise, and yeah, so it is like that, but
I don't know. It's also giving each other space and trying to always kind of step back, even though I feel right in the moment that something should be done this way. It's that's just my feeling in that moment, and it's the give and take of that from at times, it's stepping back and trusting the people around you, trusting him, trusting Leah, to carry on and not be the and to tell you when you're being a bit too like, hey, you're gonna be in a bit too much. That guy, step back, let everybody's voice, come in.
When you're such a long-time fan of the band like I am, and I think of you, you've got so many records out, you tour exhaustively, you've been like all over the world, and I just think of you as playing, writing, always doing stuff in the band. You live in Los Angeles now. Do you find that you're able to, step away, find balance in your life, or is it all about, like in my mind, is it all about Black Rebel Motorcycle Club?
Well, it's been pretty, yeah, we got into more of a rhythm that was broken up this time than usual, so we had a pretty steady pace, and with Leah had a health scare with, took all of us by surprise, and kind of, she had to have surgery, the surgery that, it required quite a while of physical therapy to kind of get back in shape. And so we kind of, it was, one of the first times I had to sit still, and we all did, and that's the scariest thing for living inside of a rock and roll bubble for too long, is stopping, and then things catch up with you. So it was good to remember or realize how crazy I am, and how much like music is the medicine, and if this music stops, then I gotta probably go on some sort of medicine.
Well, Liz's health scare was very frightening, and so relieved and happy to hear that she's doing well. You're all out on the road. She'll be playing with you tonight at the Showbox.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always happy to have Black Rebel Motorcycle Club live in the KEXP studios, and it sounds like you're going to take us on a little trail down memory lane.
A trip backwards. Everything's so different now. A scream which fills the air and haunts the smallest children sleep upon the floor. Where have they gone? You'll hear them say with smiles meant to cry, as they wind a watch strapped on a wrist and quickly look away. 4 and 6 have come and gone 5 times before they're seen, and upon the lips of everyone a curse they've never dreamed. Yeah, upon the lips of everyone a curse they've never dreamed. It's a complicated situation. It's a complicated situation, Mama. I'm a complicated situation. crippled grins. The eyes of youth must lose their way and stumble here within. So the sleeping children were awoke in time to haze their eyes. So was never known on which they choked were books of olden time. So was never known on which they choked were books of olden time. It's a complicated situation. It's a complicated situation, mama. I'm a complicated situation.
So beautiful. KEXP Studios featuring Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Tonight they'll be at the Showbox. And we squeeze one more out of you?
All right. This song is called The Knife, and it was put out at some point. God, I don't know.
And I'll take the bullet. You stop the fire, the world burns down for you. Isn't it right? Or is it a crime? Isn't it cruel to be so kind? But it's all an act of love, and it leaves you blind. But I'm not here to reason or deny. Buried you in the poverty of time. But sometimes there's no other way. Say the things you need to say. The greatest prize, or a meaningless fight. Didn't it used to be so fine? But sometimes you need the dark to see the light. Dice, and I'll play the fool. You turn the tide, but the storm slips through your eyes. Isn't it right? Or is it your pride? Yeah, isn't it cruel to be so kind? But some temptations promise you paradise. I'm not to reason or define. I paid my debt to a world that bleeds you dry. But sometimes there's no other way to say the things you need to say. The greatest prize or the meaningless fights, didn't it used to be so fine? Well, sometimes you need the dark to see the light.
Nicely done. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Always great to have you here. The new album, Wrong Creatures, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, coming soon to an ice cream shop near you. Thanks again.
Yeah.
You've got it tuned to KEXP Seattle. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?